Welcome to this video lecture session 2 for subject consumer behavior, semester 5th semester for Bangalore North University. So in this session, we will discuss about the need to study the consumer behavior. So recap of previous class. So previous session, that is session number 1, we discussed about meaning of consumer behavior and managerial and consumer perspective on consumer behavior, and the present learning objective of this session is the students will be able to describe the rationale for studying the consumer behavior, and the outcome of this session is that students will be able to describe the rationale for studying of consumer behavior. So before that, we should know what is the background of to study the consumer behavior. So consumer behavior as a separate field of study has only gained attention from 1960. From 1960 onwards, the importance of consumer behavior has been emerged. So, in the absence of history or a separate research of its own, then this new discipline has borrowed concept from scientific discipline. So, before that, there is no separate field called as consumer behavior. Only after 1960, the emergence of consumer behavior has been given importance through various disciplines. Let us discuss about the various scientific disciplines. First one, psychology. Psychology is nothing but it's the study of purely of individual. So one individual, that is one consumer, behaves from another consumers. Consumers are, they behave differently from one from one customers to another customer. It's the psychological feeling of the consumer where he is going to behave in a particular way at the time of purchasing the product or services. Next one, sociology. Even the consumer behavior has impacted on the study of groups, because if any consumer wants to buy the products, he not only himself will get impacted, even from others also. In the society, there are various groups are available, such as friends, relatives, and family, like that. He is going to get affected for the time of purchasing the products or services. So the study of groups also very important while understanding the concept of consumer behavior. And third one is socio-psychology. What is socio-psychology? It is the study of how person is influenced by the groups. Obviously, as I said in previous step, so, the study of group is called as sociology. Socio-psychology means how these social groups, these family circles, friends, and relatives, how they have impacted on the buying behavior, buying pattern of the consumer is called as socio-psychology. The study of this socio-psychology is very important to understand the concept of consumer behavior. The next one is cultural anthropology. Cultural anthropology means it is the influence of culture and society on the individual. Obviously, every individual is impacted, get affected on the influence of the culture and society. So, in the prevail in the market. So, based on their culture and society, their buying pattern get affected from one religion to another religion. Therefore, the study of cultural anthropology of a consumer is very important to understand the concept of consumer behavior. Even economics also plays a very important role for the buying pattern of the consumer. So basically, what is economics? It's the relationship between demand and supply in the flow of marketing activities. Every marketing activities objective can be achieved. That is the satisfaction of wants from the by the consumer is going to supply of goods and services which actually customer requires it. So demand and supply of the goods and services at a proper time to the customer has also impacted on the consumer behavior. So these are the some of the emerged scientific disciplines so that we can understand the concept of consumer behavior. Next one, some of the importance of consumer behavior. So it helps to understand the human behavior and various internal and external motives that influences the human behavior. Obviously, every human being is get affected from two motives, that is internal and external motives. Obviously internal is nothing but where he is going to control himself, he makes decision himself according to what he thinks, what thinking process, what thought process he has done. And external motives such as various social groups, reference groups, relatives, friends, circles, according to that sometimes he is going to make the purchases. Next one, it helps the marketers to determine the customer needs, expectations, problems, preferences, etc., which help them to estimate demand for a product or services. For a marketer, in order to analyze the needs and demands of the customers, the marketer is going to make analyze the behavior of the customers, so that through consumer behavior a marketer can know the needs of the customers and what the customer expects and what the problems faced by the customers and what are the various preferences that are preferred by the customer, so that according to that the manufacturer is going to produce the products or services. Yeah, sometimes it helps the marketers to understand what customer buys, when he buys it, when and from who he buys it. Through concept of segmentation, consumer behavior segmentation, the marketer is going to understand the what customer buys, what he actually needs it, and why he buys it. So according to his taste and preferences, he is going to buy it, and when he is going to bake, buys it, and from whom, and what is the who are the producers, who are the manufacturers that he is going to expect by the customers. All these questions will be answered by the marketer himself to understand the consumer behavior. Even it helps the advertiser to understand how consumer reacts to different advertising appeals. Sometimes even a marketer is going to make advertisement. So advertisement is one of the channel where he is going to communicate that product as a existence to the consumers. So through this, customers can get information about the existence of the product. So through this consumer behavior, a manufacturer, marketer is going to know the to understand the what are the needs of the consumers. Yeah, sometimes it helps the organization to analyze the market opportunity and develop competitive strategies. So for manufacturer or marketer, through consumer behavior, they are going to know the marketing opportunities that are available to them. Through consumer behavior, actually, they are going to know the needs, actual needs, and taste and preferences of the consumers and what they actually require it. According to that, they are going to produce the products or services. According to that, accordingly, they are going to develop the competitive strategy in order to counterattack the competitors. Even it helps the rapid introduction of new products. Since in the marketing opportunities that is taken by the marketers in the process of analyzing the consumer behavior. So if customers expects the various taste and preferences, according to that they have to produce the product. If nothing new product is available in the market, it is a chance is given to a producer or manufacturer to introduce the new product also. Next one, it helps the government to understand the social and economic trends in the country. Through consumer behavior processes, government has the opportunity to learn the various social and economical trends in the country. So what customer actually requires it, and whether they has the purchasing power to buy the products or not. These can be answered by the consumers, so consumer behavior, and this information can get by the government and analyze easily. And out of these, I have prepared some MCQs. Through this, we can understand the actual need or importance of consumer behavior. Psychology includes Psychology includes the study of individual, study of groups, study of society, and study of nation. So this is basically study of individual, how he is going to think or thought process at the time of purchasing the goods or services that constitute psychology. Next one, sociology includes. Sociology includes four options is given: study of individual, study of groups, study of nation, none of the above. So purely sociology includes study of groups. So since it is a part and parcel of the society, it is not at all the individual or study of the nation. It's purely a study of group That is the answer for sociology. Obviously, sociology is also impacted on consumer behavior at the time of purchasing the goods or services. Socio-psychology. So social-psychology means it's a combination of sociology as well as psychology. Combination of sociology means study of group. Psychology means actually the thinking or thought process of the consumer. So how persons are influenced by groups, how persons are influenced by individual, both A and B, none of the above. So socio-psychology is purely how a persons are influenced by individuals. And culture anthropology. Cultural anthropology includes influence of the culture and society on the individual, influence of the culture and society of the groups, both A and B, and the last option is none of the above. The answer is influence of cultural and society on the individual. How culture of the society as well as society influences individual. Culture and society, how it is influences make influence at the time of purchasing the goods or services is called as cultural anthropology. Which are the scientific disciplines? Psychology, social psychology, cultural anthropology. So answer is all of the above constitute scientific disciplines of studying the importance or need of the consumer behavior. And even some references I have here. So thank you for this video. Thank you.